Here's a shocking truth about Social Security in 2026. The very adjustment meant to protect your retirement income could end up shortchanging you. Yes, the upcoming changes might look impressive on paper, but behind the numbers lies a complex web of challenges that could leave millions of retirees worse off. But here's where it gets tricky. The same 2.5% plus cost of living adjustment, COLA, that's hailed as a victory, could be canceled out by rising expenses you never saw coming. Let's break it down and explore why this might not be the win you hoped for. Social Security's COLA is designed to be your shield against inflation. Imagine this. If the cost of groceries, housing, or healthcare jumps 3%, your monthly benefit should also rise 3% to keep your buying power intact. Sounds fair, right? That's exactly what the COLA aims to do. But here's the catch. The formula used to calculate this adjustment, called the Consumer Price Index for Urban Wage Earners and Clerical Workers, CPIW, might not reflect your spending habits. For decades, this index has tracked the expenses of working-age Americans, not retirees. And guess what? Seniors spend significantly more on healthcare and housing, two categories that are currently climbing faster than the COLA itself. And this is the part most people miss. Even if your benefit goes up, your actual purchasing power might still shrink. To understand why 2026 is such a pivotal year, let's rewind. Before 1975, Social Security adjustments were erratic, sometimes zero for years, then a sudden 77% surge in 1950. Since 1975, the COLA has been tied to the CPIW, but the third quarter data, July-September, is the only factor that determines the annual raise. That means the September 2025 inflation report will decide your 2026 COLA. Independent forecasts from groups like the Senior Citizens League TSCL and analyst Mary Johnson predict a 2.7% or 2.8% increase. If true, that would mark the first time in 30 years that retirees see a fifth consecutive year of above-average raises. But here's the twist. These increases might not match the real-world costs seniors face. Let's talk numbers. If the 2.7% COLA becomes reality, the average retired worker could see a $54 boost to their monthly check. Disability and survivor beneficiaries might get about $43 more. But here's the catch. The CPIW doesn't account for the real expenses seniors prioritize. For example, medical care costs have been rising at a 6% annual clip, while housing prices are up nearly 5%. And this is the part that sparks debate. Is it fair that the COLA is based on a formula that ignores the most critical costs for retirees? Shouldn't the adjustment reflect your expenses, not those of a 35-year-old office worker? The second part of this double whammy, it's Medicare beneficiaries. If you're enrolled in both Social Security and traditional Medicare, your Part B premium, which covers outpatient services, is automatically deducted from your Social Security check. In 2026, this premium is projected to jump 11.5% to $206.20 per month, offsetting much of the COLA increase. Imagine getting a $54 raise, only to see $55 vanish into your Medicare bill. But here's where opinions differ. Is this a flaw in the system, or is it simply a reflection of rising healthcare costs? Should retirees expect the government to absorb these expenses, or is it time for personal responsibility to kick in? So what's the takeaway? While the 2026 COLA might seem like a win, it's a Pyrrhic victory for many. Over the past 14 years, Social Security's buying power has dropped by 20%. Even with a 2.7% raise, seniors will still be playing catch-up. And let's not forget the political angle. Some analysts argue that President Trump's tariff policies are subtly influencing inflation trends, which in turn could push the COLA higher. But here's the question we want your thoughts on. Is it time to overhaul the COLA formula to better reflect senior expenses? Or is this just the cost of doing business in a rapidly changing economy? Drop your opinions in the comments below. We want to hear your side of the story. P.S. If you're still figuring out how to maximize your Social Security benefits, you might be missing out on a hidden opportunity. A little-known strategy could add up to $23,760 in extra income each year. Want to uncover these Social Security secrets? Click here to learn how to turn your retirement plan into a financial powerhouse.